Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen from all ages and from all over the world. Welcome once again to another episode of Mike Nights, the show, the Kombat Taekwondo show, where we talk to the fighters, where we learn about the story, where we learn about their expectations and all about their personality. So today is going to be a great episode because it is the one that's been missing. And I'm so happy that we could have this fighter in here because he's one really important one into this rooster. But before we start with this interview, I want you to please say hi to nonetheless the CEO of Combat Taekwondo, Mr. George. How are you, George? Welcome.
Hey, Chava, Mr. Chava, the show must go on. I'm really excited about today. Finally, we got Oscar to join us. Few days ago, we had an unsuccessful attempt to get him online. Due to technical difficulties, we had to postpone that and reschedule.
That's right, but he's now today with what I believe is a really good connection. So everything must go as planned. I hope so
Yes,
because I really want to talk to him.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, he's gonna have the fight on his turf, home turf in Bogota, Colombia. He's like a national hero over there, well known, with a very strong fan base on social media and also in the city.
That's right. So what do you say if we let him in and let him talk to us about all of these things that we are chatting about?
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead.
Let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the one and only, and probably the one that's going. Probably he is the one for who everyone is going to be there that night on December 3rd in Colombia. He is. He's an Olympic medalist. He's a Pan American medalist, and he has the largest curriculum of all the largest curriculum in amateur taekwondo of all the rooster in this new format. Please welcome Oscar Munoz from Colombia. ¿Qué tal, Oscar? ¿Cómo estás? Muy buenas noches.
Hola, hola, Chava, bien, bien, gracias a Dios y muy contento de estar aquí en esta entrevista con ustedes. La verdad, la habíamos prolongado mucho, pero bueno, hoy es el día.
Hoy es el día pues bienvenido. Espero que la pases bien y la verdad es que estamos muy contentos de tenerte aquí con nosotros. Teníamos muchas ganas de platicar contigo sobre este nuevo formato.
Gracias, gracias.
So, empiézanos, Oscar, quisiera que nos empezaras contando, porque a mí me da mucha curiosidad esto, o sea, tú realmente estás ahorita, o bueno, o has estado retirado de las áreas de competencia durante ya un tiempo, probablemente lo que va del ciclo olímpico. Sin embargo, pues te sigues activo de alguna manera, entrenando, sigues activo en redes. ¿Qué fue lo que te llamó la atención sobre Combat Taekwondo para decidir unirte antes de que se supiera exactamente de qué se trataba? ¿Qué fue lo que te hizo por ahí clic o qué fue lo que te gustó al respecto? Cuéntanos un poquito.
Bueno, pues sí, ya llevo ya lo que es toda la parte del ciclo olímpico, digamos que fue fuera de las canchas de taekwondo, pero sí, como lo dijiste, activo en redes y pues otras disciplinas, haciendo algo de circuitos y demás. Y bueno, lo que más me llamó, digamos que la atención para entrar en esta nueva era del Combat Taekwondo, primero pues confiando mucho el maestro Raúl Pinzón, a quien conozco muchos años y me platicó al respecto de lo que será Kombat Taekwondo. La verdad, no entendía mucho al inicio, pero bueno, confié en él y pues a medida que han pasado los días, los meses, pues aprendo más pues eh, entiendo más. Entonces, estoy muy contento de estar en este gran proyecto que será Combat Taekwondo.
Yeah, so I just asked Oscar what was crossing through his mind when he decided to join Combat Taekwondo, as he was the very first person who was signing, and also at the time when he signed at the time when he said yes, there we have really not a clear idea of what's going on. It's going to be something new. There was nothing like it. It wasn't like he could enter online and see what it was all about, because this is completely new. But he says that he trusted a lot in his professor, the Master Pinton, and he decided to join in here. Yes, as I've stated, he's been retired for a while now, all this Olympic cycle, but he's been training and he has been adapting his training in order to participate in this new format.
Yeah, we just want to take this opportunity, and I think Master, his master, Raul, is watching, so we just want to say hi. And I'm pretty sure, by watching this, he's really proud to see Oscar, going for this.
Uh,
Now, yes, Chava.
no, I was about to translate, but if you have a question, go ahead. I'll do it.
Yeah, you go ahead and translate, no problem.
Ok,
Yes.
so, Jorge nos dice que él, pues que quiere aprovechar para mandarle un saludo al maestro Pinzón, que también está detrás de esto, es un gran amigo aquí de Combat
Igualmente,
Taekwondo
claro.
y por supuesto de Más Taekwondo. Y bueno, también, pues probablemente ya lo dijo Oscar, él es el responsable de que él esté aquí ahorita con nosotros, lo cual pues todos le agradecemos. Así que un gran saludo al maestro Pinzón de allá de Colombia.
Yeah, Chava, I think it's a great opportunity for us also to ask Oscar. I mean, it's been a while since his last competition, right? Did he did he miss any of the adrenaline that the competition gave him before? And what is it that motivates him going into this?
So, Oscar nos pregunta George que, bueno, igualmente sobre el tiempo que tienes retirado, ¿extrañas de alguna forma la adrenalina de entrar en algún combate, esa sensación de estar compitiendo? Cuéntanos un poco al respecto.
Sí, sí, claro que sí, la verdad sí lo extraño mucho, es muy nostálgico y más pues cuando veo los Grand Prix, los eventos del ciclo olímpico, veo a mis compañeros competir, a los diferentes peleadores a nivel internacional, entonces me llena de mucha nostalgia, pero bueno, a veces prefiero como que no ver y alejarme porque la verdad sí me trae muy, muy bonitos recuerdos, pero bueno, creo que nacimos para hacer taekwondo, bueno, ahorita Combat Taekwondo, y lo llevamos en el corazón y me nace y pues no quise desaprovechar esta gran oportunidad y vamos a entregar lo mejor de nosotros.
Yes, he says that absolutely he misses this. He feels he actually doesn't watch like the Grand Prix or those kind of events because he feels like a great nostalgia going on. But he says that he was born for Taekwondo and he is going to represent combat Taekwondo in a very good way. So yes, he does miss that adrenaline from the competition.
Yeah, Chava. I mean, that's great. Look at this thing as Oscar being one that can actually pave the way for others too. I mean, it's a historic moment with the um, new fighting system and new rules, a whole new level of combat. He's gonna be the one that is gonna open a lot of doors for other people as well. So I believe this is a great thing happening for him too, right? Is he aware of that fact?
Y Oscar nos dice Jorge que, bueno, tú siendo uno de los pioneros, que probablemente el más importante de todos, dentro de este nuevo formato de Combat Taekwondo, pues quizás pueda ser tú el que vaya pues pavimentando el camino para que otras estrellas puedan seguir o alguna otra gente pueda interesarse dentro de este proyecto. ¿Sí estás consciente de ello, de esto que comentamos, que pues tú podrías ser, o más bien eres la punta de lanza?
Sí, sí, claro que sí, estoy muy consciente y sería genial, la verdad. Eh, Sé que están muchos peleadores a la expectativa de lo que será este gran debut. Y sí, como tú lo has dicho, más que también una lanza, pues también seré como un puente, pues para que ellos lleguen a Kombat Taekwondo también, lo conozcan y pues encaminen en este gran proyecto.
Yes, he says that he is pretty aware that he is one of the pioneers of this new project, and he's really happy about it. But rather than being the point of the arrow, he wants to be like a bridge for our other people to reach this new format and be able to compete on it.
That's very nice, and well put. Now, what's he doing? I mean, a lot of people are asking, and Chava, we've been here together, so we had a lot of questions about Oscar. Like people coming in say, "Hey, where's Oscar? When is he gonna be on?" And then I'm pretty sure they're just interested to find out what he's doing for training. How is the training going? And we both know. I mean, he said that he's been training all this time, even though he wasn't in the competition area, because that's what any martial artist will do, would do. Just continue training, right? But we have these guys. They're just wondering what is he doing right now? How is he getting ready for this fight, right?
Okay, yes, and that's something that I really want to know also. Oscar, hay mucha gente que nos está preguntando, a pesar de que, bueno, ya nos dijiste que no has realmente dejado de entrenar, hay mucha gente que nos ha estado preguntando o que quiere saber cómo es que has estado ajustando tu preparación, o sea, esa misma preparación, ese mismo entrenamiento que no has dejado de hacer, cómo es que lo has ajustado para este nuevo formato, qué es lo que has puesto, que has quitado, etcétera. No sé si pudieras contarnos un poco al respecto.
Ok, ok. Bueno, el físico, pues yo creo que es lo que hay que fortalecer, ya que he hecho taekwondo toda mi vida y eso está acá. Entonces, solamente pues retomar un poco, pero sí meterle un poco más al estado físico. Igual aprender algo de boxeo también, que será muy necesario allí. Haciendo la transición de combinar técnicas de patadas con puños es algo pues digamos que complicado para nosotros, que 20 años haciendo taekwondo y solamente podíamos usar los puños al pecho. Entonces esa transición quizás es un poco complicada, la guardia, todo, pero bueno, todo ha sido muy bonito y a medida de que entreno pues me enamoro más de todo esto y pues esperemos que todo resulte espectacular en ese debut.
Yeah, he says that he has been that the physical training has been getting harder for him because he's trying to build his body for this new challenge, and also he says that he has incorporated boxing into his preparation, and he says that he has been struggled at the beginning. He struggled a little with the thing of with the hands because of the guard, because of the punching in face. But as time has passed, as he has been keep on training, he has managed to fall in love with the style, and he has managed to make a very good use of it.
Oh, that's great, Chava. Yeah, just thinking about the fact that this is gonna be a whole new level. We were talking about this, right? They can kick, they can jump, they can throw in like fancy combos like doubles and triples, right?
That's
And
right.
yeah, so maybe
Yo
we
tengo
should,
una pregunta.
yeah, we
Ah,
should ask him about his opponent too. What does he think about his opponent? And then also we can just play that little video, Chava, if you have it ready.
of
Uh,
course,
yeah,
yes, it is always ready.
always good.
Yeah. So, Oscar, no sé si nos puedas comentar también un poco sobre tu rival. Él vino ya aquí con nosotros, estuvo pues dio unas declaraciones bastante buenas. No sé si ya tuviste la oportunidad de ver el episodio, pero sobre todo queremos saber si ya tuviste la oportunidad de buscarlo a él en específico como rival y qué opinas al respecto.
Bueno, no he tenido la oportunidad de de ver su entrevista, pero sí, cuando supe con quién pelearía, lo estuve buscando por YouTube, las diferentes plataformas y bueno, sé que es subcampeón mundial de taekwondo en Guadalajara, si no estoy mal, en el 2021, entonces él está un poco más activo quizás que yo, pero bueno, quizás eh, yo cuente con un poco más de experiencia a lo largo de toda esta competición, entonces esperemos que todo esto me sirva a favor el día del combate. Estuve tratando de mirar diferentes formas eh, de su estatura, mirar cómo peleaba, su guardia, pero bueno, esto es totalmente diferente, hay que acomodarse a una nueva era y ya está, pues estamos para ello.
Bueno, la mayoría de videos que quizás podemos encontrar de tu rival, de Nias Pulatov, en internet, son videos pues de él compitiendo ahorita en el circuito amateur. Y hablando de eso, o sea, tú lo ves y crees que le podrías ganar en una pelea amateur si tú, por ejemplo, dijeras, bueno, voy a regresar a competir en el circuito olímpico. ¿Crees que podrías ganarle en una pelea amateur?
Bueno, yo creo que todo podría ser, la verdad, tiene un estilo de combate bastante pausado. Yo pues soy un poco técnico, táctico, sí podría ganarle y bueno, espero también ganarle ahorita el 3 de diciembre, ya que allí es donde realmente nos vamos a enfrentar ahorita, que es nuestra realidad y esperemos que podamos hacer un buen espectáculo.
Yeah, so Oscar says that he hasn't had enough time to watch the interview with Pulatov, but that he has looked for him in YouTube. He has
Mhm.
seen his fights and that he's ready for him. I asked him also what does he think like being both of them the one with the largest curriculum in the rooster. I asked him if Oscar decided to came back tomorrow to the Olympic circuit, does he think that he can win Pulatov, that he can defeat Pulatov into let's say a classic fight? And he says that yes, that he could, that he thinks that he could beat him in a classic fight, and also he thinks that he's going to beat him in this new format at December 3rd there in Colombia.
Yeah, well, Pulatov is a pretty aggressive fighter. I mean, he states that too, but also, as you said, Chava, you watched some of his fights, and he's one guy that never backs down, right?
Right.
Yeah. Excuse me. So how about we go ahead and play that video, Chava? Just build some intensity.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Oscar, preparamos un pequeño video sobre tu pelea con Pulatov. Si te parece, vamos a
Chava,
verlo para que nos
it
puedas
looks
dar tu
like
opinión.
Yeah, it looks like we have a lot of people here. Let's see. Kevin, saludos, Oscar, desde el fin del mundo, Tierra del Fuego, Argentina.
Yeah, that's the end of that's really the end of the world.
Yes, Claudio, saludos desde Uruguay, right?
Ajá.
And then we have saludos desde República Dominicana. Okay, hello guys. Great to have you watch the show. That's awesome. So for everyone that's watching, please subscribe, hit that bell, subscribe to the Kombat Taekwondo YouTube channel. Thank you for your support. And also you can go on Instagram and just follow us. We have some really cool giveaways over there too. Chava, I think we're ready for that video.
Of course, para todos los que nos están viendo, muchísimas gracias. Recuerden suscribirse, pueden ir a Instagram y seguir las dinámicas que estamos haciendo también de aquel lado. Pero por mientras, vámonos con este video. Ya saben, es uno por programa y a nosotros nos encanta. Disfrútenlo. Yeah, there it is.
We're back. We're back. That's pretty intense.
Oscar, yo quisiera preguntarte también esto. Probablemente pues la gran mayoría de la gente que va a estar esa noche ahí en Bogotá, en el Royal Center, yo creo que, no sé, un 80 o 90% va a estar ahí por ti. ¿Representa esto para ti alguna especie de presión o es algo, o lo tomas como motivación también?
Good
Bueno,
question.
yo creo que más que presión va a ser una gran motivación. La verdad, me estoy preparando muy bien para ese día y espero pues hacer un gran show, un gran espectáculo. Espero pues además de brindarle una gran visión al público, pues también un gran combate y poder ganar.
Excellent. So I just asked Oscar that, well, we're aware that maybe, I don't know, a great percentage of the people that's going to be there as a public watching the fights, maybe 80 or 90% are going to be there because of Oscar. And I just asked him if this represents any pressure or if it's just motivation. And he says that it's absolutely motivation for him to be able to fight in there. También en ese mismo sentido, Oscar, quisiera también preguntarte qué es lo que sientes más allá de, pues, de la responsabilidad de representar a tu país, porque es muy raro que alguien, o son muy pocas las ocasiones en las que uno como competidor de alto rendimiento, tú debiste de haberte dado cuenta de ello durante tu carrera, son raras las oportunidades que tienes de pelear en tu mismo país y de que pues la gente, tu gente esté ahí contigo. Y ahorita, bueno, en tu debut profesional, así será. ¿Cómo te sientes al respecto?
Bueno, ahorita pues me siento bastante tranquilo. A veces cuando me coloco a pensar así, pues se me acelera un poco más el corazón, pero bueno, todo eso sea adrenalina y me lo tomo para bien. Y nada, afrontar todo lo que se me presente ese día. Y bueno, esperemos, como lo he dicho anteriormente, demostrar de qué estamos hechos y hacer quedar bien a la casa.
Yeah, so I just asked Oscar as a well as you all might know, there are very few opportunities as a high performance athlete. There are rare the opportunities to fight to fight at home, to fight with your people, and what represents for him to that this time is going to be that way in his professional debut. And he says that he's trying not to think a lot into that, but yes, sometimes the thoughts come into his mind and he feels like really really motivated, like really like his heart going 100 miles an hour, but he takes that like a great motivation again.
That's great. You know, Oscar is a very busy individual. I mean, you can see him training, you can see him going some to TV shows, take part into some charity work. I've watched him doing that. I mean, he's very busy, right? That's a really busy schedule. How can he manage kind of like split himself in between all these tasks that he needs to take care of, right? Because I think last week he was like out of town too, like traveling to Bogota, or because he's on so many levels. He's busy.
Ya nos pregunta George, Oscar, que bueno, él ha visto que tienes muchas actividades, que participas de repente en eventos de caridad, estás entrenando, tienes de repente viajes esporádicos, vas a shows de televisión. ¿Cómo consigues organizarte para todo esto que haces? Porque son muchísimas cosas. Pero ¿cómo consigues el tiempo y más bien cómo lo organizas para poder dividirte en todas estas actividades?
Bueno, eso pensaba hace pocos días, la verdad, sí, tienes toda la razón. Y bueno, todo es sacrificio, sacrificio y a donde voy, siempre pues la implementación, la ropa de entrenamiento, si sé que tengo que hacer una actividad en la mañana, pues madrugo un poco más, entreno y pues ahí le voy dando cabida a todo. Es un poco estricto, pero toca así disciplinadamente para poder cumplir la meta.
Yeah, he says that everywhere he goes, he's ready with his training equipment, and that it requires like a little bit of sacrifice, but always being ready. He travels with a training kit, and every time and he does training everywhere he is.
Yeah, we were wondering, Chava, who's in charge of his training right now? Who's taking care of him?
Mm. Oscar, ¿quién te está entrenando ahorita para este evento?
Bueno, ahorita pues estoy haciendo de todo un poco. Voy a clases de boxeo en la liga de acá, de mi ciudad. Igualmente voy a hacer a veces sparring pues con los compañeros de taekwondo y a veces que invito a algunos compañeros de otras artes marciales como para ir pues variando un poco.
¿Pero no tienes un entrenador fijo ahorita, algún coach?
No, no, fijo, no, no tengo un entrenador fijo.
Okay, he says that he doesn't have like a coach right now. He's training by himself, but he's training into he's training boxing into the local league there in Colombia, and sometimes he gets into some taekwondo trainings to fight, to make sparring, and also he invites people with him also to spar them. So that's the way he's preparing right now.
Yeah, looks like Claudio says Gran Aprecio, vamos con todo, Oscar. I think a lot of messages of support over there for Oscar. He's so he said this is his motivation, right? Because you see so
Yes.
many people, they're so excited about his fight, and they're gonna be there to support him. So I would feel the pressure too, because I'm on my home turf, and I gotta make it happen.
Yes, that's right. So, Oscar, cuéntanos un poco también de cómo te ves próximamente dentro de la liga. ¿Te ves incursionando en este tipo de modelo ya, ahora sí que ya de manera profesional? Porque bueno, ahorita ya tu pelea pues va a ser tu primer pelea profesional. Pero ¿sí te ves tú siguiendo un camino, una carrera dentro de Combat Taekwondo?
Bueno, yo creo que sí, esperemos a medida de que vaya pasando el tiempo, a ver cómo nos vamos viendo. La verdad, es algo nuevo que espero pues afrontarlo con toda la disposición del mundo y la entrega. Entonces, a medida de que vaya pasando el tiempo y pues uno vaya mirando que si se va acomodando, pues obviamente, pues si veo que me cuesta mucho, pues uno tiene que pensar y pues mejor se hace a un lado.
Yeah, so I asked Oscar if he sees himself making a career into combat taekwondo. He says that yes, he wants to try it out and want to have a taste of it first. And depending on that, depending on how it's going to develop, he will thought about pursuing a career inside this format or anything else.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So he's excited about it. I can see it. Um, he knows he's a trailblazer, paving the way for other people. I believe that him being part of this also comes with the responsibility to carry that uh, flag from now on, right? Because people, they look up and they see him as a role model. And when they look at him right now, say, you know what, I want to be like Oscar. I want to be there in the ring. Um, I want to experience that, right? We were talking about the competitions where they have to go, like, in the amateur level, but they have to go and have 2 or 3 matches, right? How does he see this different? Like, getting a fight and then preparing only for one fight. Is it Does he see an advantage in that versus like having 2 3 fights in an amateur tournament versus one fight?
Sí, Oscar, nos pregunta George que qué sientes al respecto de que sea una sola pelea, porque la sensación debe ser distinta a la de un torneo convencional, donde sabes que vas a hacer 3 o 4 combates a lo largo del día, a ahorita que solamente es una pelea, es un round de 5 minutos. Y bueno, ¿qué es lo que piensas tú al respecto? ¿Cuál es la sensación que te produce esto? ¿Crees que es benéfico? ¿Crees que no lo es? para ti en específico, tú en específico, ¿cómo ves esta parte de, bueno, pasar de hacer varias peleas en un día a pasar a hacer una sola en una noche ya de manera profesional? ¿Qué piensas al respecto? ¿Cómo lo has tomado? ¿Cómo lo ves?
Sí, sí, claro, es algo muy, muy diferente, pero bueno, que es el todo o es el nada, eso sí lo tengo bien claro, y que hay que mostrar nuestras mejores condiciones. Será algo diferente igualmente porque ya va a ser un solo round y va a ser de 5 minutos. Uno en taekwondo a veces en el primer round 2 minutos y ya está a veces un poco exhausto, entonces acá toca como que mediar eso, saber sobrellevar el combate. Obviamente pues los brazos nos van a dar también pues gran bagaje ya para descansar las piernas, entonces va a ser algo equilibrado y que me lo disfrutaré al máximo porque era lo que en algún momento de mi vida había soñado, hacer algo adicional, algo más que el taekwondo. Y bueno, ahorita se me está dando la oportunidad en Kombat Taekwondo y espero pues aprovecharlo al máximo.
Yeah, so Oscar says that he is really looking forward for this fight, and that he always wanted to do something more than taekwondo. So right now that he is getting this opportunity, he's trying to adapt, and he knows that it's going to be different because of the format, and he says that he has to be this way. So he's really excited and he's really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Chava, what do you think? I mean, he has mentioned, when you brought up the fact that you talk about the plans from now on. Does a win or lose will change his approach in terms of, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, right? You never know, and this is on a whole new level, and of course, if it's gonna come to a lose, okay, to lose, how would he react to that?
Ok, Oscar, nos pregunta George, bueno, ya sabemos que a veces se gana, a veces se pierde, y en qué podría influir tu resultado en esta pelea para tomar una decisión hacia las siguientes peleas. Y también, pues, en caso de que llegaras a perder, ¿cómo crees que podría afectarte a ti de manera personal un resultado así?
Bueno, uno sabe que aquí en esto del deporte es ganar o perder, entonces eso lo tengo bien claro, estoy muy consciente de tomar una decisión positiva o negativa, depende pues obviamente del desenvolvimiento, de cómo me veo, de cómo lo hago, pues por la transición de un deporte a otro complementario. Entonces, depende de muchas cosas, pero creo que el perder no significa nada más que pues, si hacemos una buena preparación, vamos a dar lo mejor. Entonces, esperemos que todo funcione.
Oh, he says George that he knows exactly how sports goes. He says that he knows that losing is always a possibility, but he says that also it would mean it wouldn't mean anything for him if he loses, except that he has to prepare more and that he has to work harder in order to overcome this. In case he does not win on that night, which yes, as he said, as you said, George, is always a possibility because this is at the end this is a sport.
It is,
So
it is. That's true, right? But also, I want him to know that we actually, when we took a good look at the roster, right? I strongly believe that Oscar got the best fight and the fairest fight too, because when you want to find an opponent, you want to find a worthy opponent, right? I mean, he's at the highest level, and then I think this is a fair fight in terms of experience and the level of the competitors.
That's true. Yes, I do believe this is going to be a great fight. I do believe that his opponent is a really great one. So Oscar nos comenta aquí George que bueno que él cree que tu oponente es un oponente pues muy digno del nivel que tú tienes y que piensa que va a ser una gran pelea.
Sí, sí, igualmente pienso, lo poco que he indagado sobre él, sí, sé que tiene un buen recorrido también y se ve que ha sido una persona idónea en esto del taekwondo, entonces por ello estoy muy contento y esperemos dar el mejor espectáculo para el público y para nosotros principalmente.
Yes, Oscar says that he is really aware that his opponent has also a nice path walked.
Yes.
So he is really looking forward to fight him and to give the public a great show and to make this real worthy.
Yeah, for these both opponents, I mean, this is the best match, right? Because they're both decorated. Okay, we got an Olympic medalist, and then we have someone that's still active, but also someone that matches Oscar's level too. So I think he deserved this. Um, I mean, right now looking at this fight, I hope Oscar knows like whoever's about to fight him or the other guy, they need to actually work their way up to get up there, right? So they won't just fight anyone, right? So whoever's at that level, they will have the chance to fight these guys, or or vice versa too.
Yeah, that's right. Nos dice Oscar, nos dice George que viendo bueno, así como el cara a cara, él cree que que cada uno es la mejor opción para el otro para pelear. Hablando propiamente de ustedes como de ti y de tu rival, él cree que son que son la mejor opción para el otro para poder pelear. Los dos son atletas con decorados, son atletas con un camino amplio. Bueno, tu currículum es de hecho el más grande que tenemos hasta ahorita en el rooster y el siguiente es el de él. Entonces, pues sí, creemos que va a ser una gran pelea.
Sí, sí, eso he visto. El chico pues se presenta muy bien. Eh, Esperemos que, como ustedes lo dicen, nuestros currículos hablen y lo podamos demostrar allí en ese octagonal. Eh, yo solo pues espero que él reciba lo mejor de mi preparación, todo lo que he hecho en estos últimos meses para poder afrontarlo del tú a tú y pues hacer un buen espectáculo.
Yes, so Oscar says that yes, he is aware that his opponent is also a really condecorated fighter, but he says that he is ready for him and he wants to give a great show into that octagon and that he's ready for it. He's really ready for it.
Yeah, Oscar, he said that he didn't watch the interview that we had with his opponent, right? Now, Chava, remember his opponent, if we recall, he had like high respect for Oscar. He said, hey, he's a national hero, he's an Olympic medalist. I respect him, but I'll just go there and fight, right?
Yes. He also said he would fight Oscar anywhere.
Yes, but also he talked about him in a very respectful way. So I'm sure Oscar is aware of that. He said, he can be friend, but fight is fight, and then after fight, we can be friends, no problem.
Yes, sí, bueno, hablando de un poquito de la entrevista que tuvimos con tu oponente, pues él la verdad se expresó muy bien de ti, o sea, te tiene un gran respeto por el currículum, por la carrera que has tenido, y de hecho nos dijo que él, bueno, que él va a ir a pelear contigo, que él pelearía contigo en cualquier lugar, porque le preguntamos que qué significaba para él pelear contigo en Colombia, y él dijo que pues a él no le importaba que fuera en Colombia, que él pelearía contigo en cualquier lugar. Y también nos dijo bueno, que sí, van a entrar a la jaula, van a dar un gran show, pero que saliendo, pues que podían ser amigos, que no tenía por qué haber así como
Yeah,
un roce más allá de más allá de lo deportivo. ¿Tú qué opinas al respecto, Oscar? No sé si tú estés como en el mismo canal.
Sí, sí, pienso igual, pienso igual. Creo que las diferencias pues, que se puedan tener, al final pues es un deporte. El deporte pues en la cancha pues lo entregamos todo, nos damos puñetazos muy fuertes y pues al final pues ya todo pasa. Es un deporte y que cada quien va a demostrar de qué está hecho, va a dar lo mejor de sí, pero que al final nada, todo eso queda allí y pues nada. eh, la cortesía, la integridad ante todo.
Yes, Oscar says that he actually respects that point of view and shares it. That into the playing field, you can punch as hard as you can. You can kick. You have to fight. You have to beat your opponent. But and at the end of it, everything stays in there. It doesn't have to trespass that limit, and that courtesy and integrity goes above everything.
Yes, that's true. Agree with that. Well, it was great to have Oscar here today, Chava.
Yes, actually, it was a pretty good interview. I enjoy it. So, Oscar, pues ha sido un muy buen momento el que hemos tenido aquí contigo. La verdad es que me da mucho gusto. De nuevo, te lo repito, que estés aquí con nosotros. Quisiéramos, antes de dejarte ir, porque sabemos que tu agenda pues es apretada, que nos pudieras compartir algún mensaje que tengas, pues para todos, para la gente que va a estar ese día en la arena, para tu oponente, para los demás competidores, y también que nos pudieras decir algo para la gente que se inscribió a Combat Taekwondo, pero que no logró estar dentro de esta primera noche de competencia. No sé si tengas un mensaje así, pues para todos y algo que también pues quisieras decir antes de cerrar.
Claro, claro que sí, Chava, y a todos, pues muchas gracias por este espacio, a todo el público en general que esté a la expectativa, que será un gran show pues, de mi parte, con el favor de Dios igualmente, los demás atletas, igualmente para todos esos atletas que van a estar en la arena con el favor de Dios conmigo, que den lo mejor de sí, que no se guarden nada, que se preparen muy bien, que ya lo que queda es poco, que dejemos en lo más alto al taekwondo, al combat taekwondo, que sea la nueva era para todas esas personas que vienen detrás de nosotros y podamos abrirles el camino para que les sea más fácil llegar. Igualmente a los que no fueron aprobados ahorita, que lo sigan intentando, que sigan preparándose, que esto apenas es el comienzo. Lo que falta es camino y nada, va a ser un gran proyecto y que siempre le haremos lo mejor. Y muchas gracias para todos. Tiene un amigo en Colombia, en Valledupar, Cesar. Esperemos encontrarnos, vernos y que me puedan apoyar este 3 de diciembre en el Royal Center, en la arena, donde estaré debutando. Muchas gracias.
Yeah,
Gracias.
so Oscar is just telling all the people that he thanks them for all the support. He says to all the fighters, he says that that uh, they have to give their best effort because they are the ones that are starting this, and they are the ones that have to open the doors for new competitors to come in and to learn what it's all about. Also, he says that he is really happy about it. That he is really looking forward to that day. That he's preparing very well because the time is closing with every second. So and also he says to the people that didn't came selected for this first night to don't worry about it, to keep preparing because this is just starting. And he says to all the people, he's inviting all the people to come and visit, to come and see him fight into the arena, and that and to all the audience that they have a friend in Colombia, and he's of course Oscar Munoz.
Yeah, that's great. Well, gracias, Oscar. Muchas gracias. Fue un placer. It was great to see you today. Chava,
Pues, Oscar, muchísimas gracias por haber estado con nosotros. La verdad es que ha sido un placer tenerte aquí, platicar contigo un rato. Estábamos pues muy ansiosos por esta entrevista. La verdad es que sí teníamos muchas ganas de platicar contigo, de conocer pues tus posturas, tus expectativas, de saber un poco sobre tu preparación, etcétera. La verdad es que nos da mucho gusto que hayas estado y te agradecemos el tiempo nuevamente. Muchas gracias, Oscar. Y pues te deseamos lo mejor en esta siguiente noche de peleas.
Igualmente, muchas gracias por la invitación y nada, siempre acá. Gracias.
Ahí estamos, Oscar. Nos vemos pues allá en tu país. Cuídate y saludos.
Vale.
take care, Oscar. Nos vemos.
Thank you, thank you.
So there
Yeah.
it is, George, the heart sticker of the album. We finally got
Yes,
him.
we got it. We got it. It was hard, but I think totally worth it.
Yeah, I believe he totally worth it too. It was a great interview. I believe Oscar is a great guy. I believe he's also a great fighter. So I'm really looking forward to see him there in Colombia, and I do believe that his fight is going to be one of the best of the night. He's both of these athletes are really well decorated and have a great path into the Olympic Taekwondo road. So let's see how they adapt into this new format.
Yes. I mean, like I said, these guys looking at the fighters. I mean, when you put together a fight, you have to look at the records of the fighters, right? So when you do the matchmaking, that's a couple of things you got to look for is the experience, the record, and also, of course, the showmanship, right? You want some fighters that can put on a great show. But looking at the roster, this was the best fight when it comes to both of them that we can actually put on display and have it on that as a fight, the fight of the night. Because as you see, these both fighters will be like the main event of the evening, right? So I think it's well balanced. Of course, there's some age difference over there in between Oscar and Niaz, right?
Yes, that's right.
We have one with more experience. We have one that's young and hungry. So there are a couple of things that you take into account when you think of this fight. But as
Yes,
far as the
no,
experience, I think it's well balanced.
yes, well balanced, and I do believe there's also a lot of contrast between them. Because one is an active competitor, the other one is recently retired. One is with fought Olympic Taekwondo with electronic style. The other
Yes.
one is fighting with the new rules right now. So yes, I do believe it's going to be interesting because they are like the immediate generation. So I think that's going to be really good to see.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure that the people within the Taekwondo realm, like the amateur competition area, they can't wait to see this fight happening, to see what's up.
Yes, and I am one of those, huh? Let me tell you that I'm one of those. Yes.
Yes, I want to see how this goes. I see Oscar says he's doing some training. Niaz is working hard as well, right? He came up the other day and talked about his training. Um, I'm a little bit concerned when I hear some athletes training on their own without someone to hold them accountable, right? That's important. Like
Yes. Yes.
even though if you're not like even if I'm not a pro athlete, I want to train like one, so I have someone that holds me accountable when um, I do little things. I got to do my 15 sets, my 15 reps, and with 3 sets, like Rafaela said. So I need someone to mark that for me and say, hey, you didn't finish your training. You got to keep going.
Yes, that is true. So yes, that is true, and that's going to be maybe one factor to consider. for this night and the upcoming ones.
Yes. I mean, it's that's not like a personal opinion. Okay, we're just here sitting down, we're talking about things, right? So it's one thought that came across my mind, right? So what do you think about that?
Yes, I yes, I do believe that it is important to have someone that with experience, that to have someone to have a guide. But also, I do believe that maybe as this is a new format, we don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So there's actually, because there's actually not. I mean, there are no qualified trainers yet for combat taekwondo. Maybe we'll have them in the future. I'm sure we're going to have
Yeah.
uh, experts in the future, some specialists that can take athletes into winning championships and everything that's coming up. But right now, we don't have that
Yeah.
because this is unprecedented. So maybe he's not that mistaken.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong or not. I just had a thought that any other person would have a thought when they're just talking about stuff, right? So that's one thing
Yes.
that I thought of
Yeah.
that.
Well, I also think it is important. I also think it is important, but we're still yet to see.
Or it's like a
How,
deceptive tactic.
maybe. Yeah. Yeah. That yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. That because that can be the case.
Yeah,
Yes.
like,
That
hey, I'm
that
gonna
absolutely
throw
can be
this
the
out
case.
there. If Cheva's gonna ask me about this, I'm just gonna throw this out there just so my opponents think that I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, probably. So, well, we'll see. We'll see what's going on there. Well,
Yeah.
so now I've got another reason to be anxious about the fight night in Colombia. I really want to see
Well, I'm
what.
excited, and Oscar is one of the first ones to come on board. Many people look at him as the face of the fight night, right? Even though
Right,
we have a lot of great fighters on that roster over there on the fight card, right? But
right.
some people, when they see his image, I mean, they kind of like put a face on that fight night. So even there's some people talking online about stuff, and um, even though they don't know anything or more about this, instead of just picking up the phone or reaching out by email to ask questions and get information, they just assume things and they just go out there and talk about things that they don't even know about. But bottom line is, his face is out there. People know him. He's a national hero. I hope he can pull off a win that night.
Yeah, and let's not forget that maybe most people that are going to be there on in the audience uh, is going to be because of him. So that's really something too.
Yeah, so we still have people, coming in and leaving comments over there on Facebook, on YouTube. I think this is gonna be pretty popular. Oscar coming in here. Look at how many comments and questions we
Yes,
got.
and most of them showing support and appreciation for him.
Yeah,
So yes, it is going to be really, really something. So to all the people that for the people that's here with us and that is following this transmission and has followed this Mike Night shows, I want to remind you to please go and subscribe to the Combat Taekwondo YouTube channel because you can be eligible to win a round trip to Bogota, Colombia, with all expenses paid, and VIP access on the fight night, and a ringside chair. So
wow.
please go hit that subscribe button and leave a comment or a message in any of these Mike Night shows, in order for you to be able to win this award that we're giving. So para toda la gente que nos está siguiendo, muchísimas gracias por ello. Ah, pueden, eh, pueden ser elegibles para ganar un viaje redondo a Colombia y, y un acceso VIP a la noche de peleas, también un asiento al lado del ring. Lo único que tienen que hacer es ir, suscribirse y dejar un comentario en cualquiera de los videos de este show de Mike Knights.
So also another announcement, Chava, we have an official news from the ticketshop.com Colombia. They're gonna have the tickets live tomorrow at 4 p.m. So I don't know. I think I was mistaken about yesterday, but the
Okay.
official launch it's gonna be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Let me write down here the website. Okay, ticketshop.com.colombia. So that's the website address. Okay.
Okay, so let me type in here. So this is the page. I'm gonna send it to all social media. You can see this page in the comment section of all social media and in any
Yes.
social media or in any platform that you're following us from. This is the name of the of the shop where you can buy tickets starting from tomorrow.
At 4 o'clock.
Starting from tomorrow, 4 o'clock Colombia time. So yes, please go ahead and buy your ticket in there because they're gonna fly.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go so fast, especially the VIP section. I think that's gonna go. That's just gonna go off like before the day's over.
So
Um,
do you have any idea of the cost, George? Do we have the price of the tickets yet?
I think it's about if we talk pesos in Colombia, they're about um, 80,000, which is like about close to $10. So they're around there.
So yes, so please go get your ticket. They are really affordable, and don't miss this great show. George, anything else that we're missing?
Yeah, we just want to let everybody know we're gonna start a new chapter. This will be the show that will conclude the Mike Nights. You can go anytime on our YouTube channel and review any of the episodes. They're there to they're there forever, and they're there for you to come and visit anytime you want. A new chapter will be where we're gonna have our referees come in and talk about the rules, talk about the professional level rules, and that's a great opportunity for you to come in and ask questions about techniques, what's allowed, what's not allowed, and I strongly believe that's something that everybody's been waiting for too, to have like a qualified person, one of our referee chairs, from our referee leadership, someone like Master Elva, Master Fam, Master Robert Kwan from Canada, Master Marcelo. They're in charge of this rule development, and they're gonna be on and speak about this. So I can't wait for that. And I have a great name for that show too. Want to find out?
Of course, I want to find out.
Yeah, it's My Court, My Rules. What do you think about that name?
I love it.
Yeah.
I
So
love it. I absolutely love it. So, let me translate that into Spanish. Para toda la gente que nos ha acompañado en estos episodios de Mike Nights, pues bueno, con este episodio cerramos este capítulo. Esta es la última entrega de Mike Nights, pero vamos a seguir con más programas. Vamos a tener unos programas con los referees, en donde van a explicar las reglas, en donde van a explicar los fouls, las cosas que se pueden hacer, las cosas que no se pueden hacer. Tenemos grandes maestros como la maestra Elba Adams, Sean Pham, el maestro Marcelo Resende de Brasil y algunos más que van a estar aquí en vivo con nosotros presentando, haciendo su presentación y por supuesto respondiendo todas las preguntas que tengan al respecto, porque me parece que hay todavía algunas dudas sobre cómo será esto y bueno, esta serie viene para aclarar todas esas dudas. My court, my rules. So stay tuned for this new series that that are going to be amazing. I believe they're going to be amazing and really useful.
Yeah. Y Maestro Robert Kwan de Canadá.
El maestro Robert Kwan de Canadá también va a
Yes.
estar con
Yes.
nosotros. Así que no se lo pierdan, todos son leyendas del arbitraje, a todos son gente conocida a nivel mundial, todos son gente que ha participado en procesos olímpicos, que ha participado en campeonatos mundiales, que ha estado en Grand Prix, que ha estado en todos lados. Entonces, no se lo pierdan, va a ser algo muy interesante y que va a ayudar a disipar muchas dudas al respecto del reglamento y de las cosas que que se van a ver ese día en Colombia.
Great. Hey, looks like Claudio waved and left us a comment here. Hola, Claudio. Okay, good. So,
Good.
yeah, Chava, I think that's the show, right?
Yes, well, it's been a long episode, but it's been a really helpful one and a really nice one. Also, it has to be the largest because it is the last one of Mike Nice. So
Yes. And
I
we scored a win today, so we got the final sticker,
that
like you
yes,
said.
the hot sticker we finally got it. So
And
so
we can
yes, I
close
believe
the
it's
we can
been
close the book. That's it.
we can close the book exactly. So now my night is on the book. So thank you very much to all the people that was sharing this night with us. It's been a pleasure for us to be here with you. And George, thank you very much for joining us today and for joining us for the entire series. It's
Of
been
course.
really great talking to you and of course it's been really great talking to the fighters, learn about their stories, about everything that we have learned here in Magnites. I think it's been a really good adventure, but
It's
it's not
been
the last one.
amazing. It's been amazing. I mean, I had so much fun and I look forward to the next ones in the future.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let's 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 go. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Thank you very much, George. Thank you very much to Combat Taekwondo for the opportunity of taking this series into life, and for tonight, and for Mike Knight. This was our show. Thank you very much, everyone.
Stay the course.